What is responsible leadership? What I see responsible leadership is having the integrity to a higher purpose and commitments to all the stakeholders through empathy and communication. It forms social influence and relation, inspires and motivates people to cross boundaries and go beyond economic interests. All this works towards achieving a common goal that concerns the impact of every decision on all stakeholders and create a value network that adds to social capital. Here, I'm going to tell you what I think are the most important aspects for somebody to be a responsible leader. The top three for me are integrity to a higher purpose, stakeholder inclusion, and communication. Now, I'm going to tell you why I think they are crucial and give examples in my professional life. Let's start with integrity to a higher purpose, which is fundamental in being a responsible leader because it brings trust and faith to an organization and leader, displays moral courage, and inform ethical judgments. Acting with integrity also includes accepting responsibility for decisions and being honest and open to all stakeholders. To give an example of integrity in my life, there was a time that I was asked to share a few business plans that I have prepared in the past as proof of work experience in a job interview. Although it would have been easy to share them, I have decided not to. Instead, I have offered to make a business plan for one of their projects. By doing that, I demonstrated my integrity, time management, and problem solving capability. I also proved that just as I have kept that confidential information, I would do the same for their organization, and they could trust me. So that was integrity. Let's go to stakeholder inclusion. A responsible leader safeguards trust and positive impact for all by standing in stakeholders' shoes when making decisions. It fosters an inclusive relation, an environment where diverse individuals have a voice and feel they belong. Now, a clear example of stakeholder inclusion in my life was when I was working on identifying a value proposition for an e commerce startup. The business model was selling used clearance open box items with warranty. Literally everything that is possibly going to be sent to the landfill. We were looking at the problem from all stakeholders' perspective. First, we defined extending the life of goods and reducing waste as the value proposition for the community and the government. Secondly, peace of mind and affordability for customers. And finally, adding value to the shareholder wealth by generating revenue. Now, let's move on to communication. A responsible leader should effectively communicate the ideas, goals, and unite people to a higher purpose. In order to shift mindset and promote the culture of learning by creating an environment where it's comfortable to experiment, feel expressive, and vulnerable to discuss what went well and what could go better. Empathy, communication, cooperation are vital in developing relationship. To inspire and influence and engage everyone involved. With clear communication, people will be able to trust, be faithful to the organization and the community because they know that you are just trying to help them be better. Now, an example of how I lived this was during my probation period in my new role when there was no clear instruction on how things worked. I barely had any interaction or engagement with my managers to learn about the company culture or expectation. I was left with a bunch of documents to read and conclude what is happening in the company. I found that a true obstacle because I did not feel like there was somebody I could go and talk to. It caused lots of misunderstanding that could have been avoided with more open communication. At the end, with these three aspects of leadership and combining them with emerging technology and knowledge exchange, I believe any leader can take a step to be a responsible leader that will succeed. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.